me for this song, it's all classified intelligence. Don't need to go to war to secretly be getting benefits. When Russia launches rockets, we condemn them, but there's evidence. A U.S. politician owns the screws they're assembled with. Ain't no war on drugs, it's economic. You make money off an inmate, every jail cell is profit. Our prisons are privately owned. Illegal marijuana just mean kids smoking weed, turn the dollars in their pockets, let's be honest. Domestic threats in comparison to nuclear powers who hate the West is embarrassing. Still we label truckers in the convoy as terrorists and confiscate donations. We have no idea where it is. A pipeline leaks, price of gas goes higher. Stock market crash, everybody gets fired. Economy is weak while we trying to be the virus. $1 trillion in debt to China. We celebrate the smallest battles we're winning, so they can publish the headline that's gonna fuel division. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. We don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. Buying souls since we were born. They want money. They want $30. Our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems. They create dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. Not enough soap to scrub, it's soaked in blood. It's all about the money, 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 money. Every time we make a buck, they take from us. It's all about the money, 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 money. The dollar runs our lives until we die. It's all about the money, 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 money. It controls your mind and it controlling mine. $30 fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money.
What is up, people? Chad here, Ugly Face Media. So, this false reality of helping that everybody is delusionally obsessed with right now is insane. People say they're helping. Okay, how are you helping? Well, I give to this organization, I give to that organization, so I give to this organization. Why are you giving to a fucking organization? Oh, because that's who helps these people is the organizations. It's the organizations that help these people. You know, really? So you mean to tell me these organizations that you're giving all your stuff to for free is literally taking that product, putting a price tag on it, and selling it to the needy. So instead of the needy getting the stuff that they needed for free, that was supposed to be given to them for free, they're being extorted for more money anyways for it. Now everybody's in this role that helping out is donating to organizations and letting these organizations, do the work. I mean, it just makes no sense. These organizations are making money. Who are they making money off of? These organizations are making money off of the needy, off of the homeless, off of the disfortunate. This is what they're making money off of. They're literally taking up the scraps. Okay, they're literally grabbing the scraps of what the economy didn't take from them in the beginning, and now they're taking the breadcrumbs that's left out of the soup. That's what they're doing. They're literally taking the breadcrumbs completely out of the homeless and needies and disfortunates' pockets. Because these organizations know damn well that you need money to get their stuff. And since it's a free product that they're getting in their hand, that is all 100% revenue. So if you give them, you paid, say, like $700 for all these clothes that you had, you give them to Goodwill, you give them to any of these Red Cross, St. Vincent de Paul's, or any of these places like that you go to, they're making money off it. So like you give them $700 worth of stuff, they'll sell it, but they'll sell for like $200, $300 worth, to where people are like, oh, well, that's a good deal. This is a $50 pair of pants. You can get it for, $9. Well, what the fuck? $9? Why? They were fucking free. So now this needy person's paying $9 for a pair of fucking jeans, designer fucking jeans that should have been free to this person. Now they're paying $9 for it. Now they're getting the breadcrumbs taken from what little bit of money that they have in their pocket, they're taking. And people think that helping these organizations and helping them out by giving them free products, just because they use the slogan, oh, we're here for the needy, or we're here for the poor, we're here for the homeless, we're here for the less fortunate. Just because they use this slogan, people think that they're doing good. Oh, I did good today. I went and gave my stuff to a big organization that's going to embezzle my money and not give a shit about the people they're supposed to be helping. But I feel good because now I get to get a tax write-off because, my money's so valuable that when I drop my stuff off, I have to have, a rebate. So at the end of the year, I can make that money back because I gave to charity. So the government's going to give me a tax reduction because I gave to fucking charity. I gave up charity. What the fuck is people's problems going to these organizations? If you really got money like that, or you really got articles of clothing or things that the needies could use, why the fuck aren't you personally handing this stuff to them yourselves? Why are you going through an organization to find these people? You really want to help, go find these people. Go find these people. Go physically give them the stuff you have. Go physically give them the stuff. And you know what's funny about this? And people are like, oh, well, what if it's the stuff that they're not going to wear? What about the clothes that they don't wear? Well, it's funny because if you know anything about the less fortunate, the homeless, the needy, what they do is they actually work together. They have little groups. You see what I'm saying? In these little groups, what do? Oh, man. They help each other out. So if somebody's got clothing that they can't wear, but they know somebody that does, they make sure they give this clothing to them or these products to them because they don't waste shit. They use every single resource that they can. A lot of these people do, so it's not going to waste. But what do you see these organizations doing? I can tell you this. I used to work at Goodwill when I was younger and thinking, oh yeah, this is me helping out, blah, blah. Like I said, I used to do all the dumb shit that everybody else does. I would literally watch stuff come in, and I'll tell you this, no joke, 30 to 40% of all products that got dropped in for donations, if they cannot make money off it, right? 30 to 40% of all product comes in that door, they cannot make money off it because they do not sell it. Do you know what they do with these products? If you actually go outside, they all have these big, massive trash compactors outside of most Goodwills. And that right there, literally, they throw everything in there and they crush it. They won't even give it out. They won't even give it to anybody in need. They won't even donate this shit. They would literally destroy this shit first, then to let anybody else have it for free. See, and these are the businesses that everybody wants to donate to, and they think that they're doing fucking good, when all you're doing is you're actually perpetuating the fucking demon. You're letting the demon rule. You're letting the demon take over. You're feeding the demon. You are feeding the demon by donating to these organizations that are making profits off of the people you're trying to fucking help. Now think about this, people, okay? Put yourself in their shoes, okay? Say somebody had $100 they're going to donate to you, right? $100. That $100 is guaranteed to be yours. But in order for you to get this $100, 30% of that money gets taken from the first organization. Okay, so now I got $70 I'm guaranteed. Okay, now this organization, they want 20% of that original 100 as well. Well, now I'm down to $50 out of that 100. Okay, now I go to these businesses to get my money. Well, now they tax me on top of that. So now instead of my $50, I'm down to $40. I'm down to $40 out of that $100 that was supposed to be mine, that was given to me. After all of these organizations have touched it like they do, you're roughly getting $40 of that $100. And this is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. So only a quarter, barely over a quarter, of the money that is donated or the products donated to these organizations actually get discarded, get taken and stolen. You only get 40% of anything. That's it, less than 40%. And that's how it's set up. But you're helping, right? See, and this is the problem. We need to get away from this let everybody else do it for us mentality, because that's where we are today. We've let everybody do this. We've let the politicians, we let the government, we let all these so-called elite, we let the fucking, the crybabies of the fucking world, literally do what they want. And this is where we're at. because we've let them do it for us. We've let the lazy society put us in a situation like this because now people are too lazy on their own to actually go find the people that they're trying to help. If you're trying to help the homeless, go find the homeless. Go find out where they're camping at. Go find out people that really are homeless. You want to help homeless? Go find them, give them money, give them clothes. You're helping out more than what any of these organizations do. You personally are changing a person's life, unlike these organizations, because these organizations aren't changing nobody's life. These organizations are actually keeping the people down. These organizations are actually stealing from these people. These organizations are help keeping the homeless, the disfortunate. It's keeping them underneath their fucking thumbs. It's really what it is. Think about it. We're in today's society where these thrift shops are these places that's supposed to help the needy. That your average Joe Blow is literally there shopping because the price of everything is up so high that your average person is shopping at these stores. So since these average people are shopping at these stores, right, they're jacking the prices up, people. This is how it goes. This is how it goes. That's why these organizations for helping any of these individuals is pure demonic, and we all need to get away from them. All of us. That's like today. What am I doing? I got about 80 pounds, almost 90 pounds of food, and I'm taking it to work with me because there's a lot of homeless there. Around 6:30 tonight, I've already let a lot of them know that I'll have food. I'll have all kinds of clothing. I have like 8 bags of clothes that we have, and instead of me giving them to like Goodwill or giving them to all these organizations, I'm literally going to stand outside for a little while and let people take what they want. I'll actually let the real homeless come get the stuff that they need. Do you see what I'm saying? I'll let them come get their own stuff. I'll feed the homeless. I'll clothe the homeless. I don't need an organization in my area doing that because they're supposed to be doing it now. And trust me, if you live out where I am, there is none of that. There is none of that because they're all distracted about all these other people calling the cops on everybody and this, saying this person's crazy, that person's crazy, this person's this, and this person's that. So all that shit's tied up with all the fucking Karens and Darrens out there. Right? The only way there's going to be a change, is if you create the change. We, each and every one of us has to be that change. We need to stop relying on everybody to come do it for us. We need to stop sitting here praying for somebody to come save us because I'm sorry to say it, that's not happening. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to help you. Nobody's coming to help the world. The only person that can come save the world, help the world, and even try is you. It's it. It's created by your hands, not theirs. We are the creators. We create our society. And the minute we stop creating our society is when we lose society. And right now we have lost society because nobody is doing any physical actions. Everybody wants to go through organizations. Prime example, you want to donate your hair for Locks of Love here in the United States? Why the fuck are you giving it to an organization? Why the hell don't you go to the hospital and find a child and talk to that child, that needs a wig, that needs hair donated to him, and literally hand that child the hair yourself? Because when you do that, the price of that wig is next to nothing compared to how much they actually charge the medical industry for these wigs, and a lot of these parents can't even cover the copay. Can't even cover the copay on these wigs, so the children has to have these shit-looking wigs so they don't even look normal. Instead of being smart about it and actually going hand to hand, face to face with what you're trying to help, to have your heart fucking yanked out of your goddamn chest, because that's what it does. When you're doing this shit, your heart gets yanked out of your chest because you get to see the worst of the worst because you're in the shit. That's when you understand the value of actually connecting with the people that you're helping, opposed to letting organizations, because when you connect with these people, you create bond, you spread the love, care, it rapidly takes over. Love rapidly spreads. That person's smile that you created is going to be infectious with everybody else, because now that you created that person with a happy smile on their face and created them and blessed them, as it would be said, Now they're going to give off that good aura, that good energy that everybody else can feed off of. And then everybody gets out of this negative nonsense that everybody is stuck in. The help isn't through somebody else's hands. The help that we need is within our own hands. We need to stop worrying about what this person's doing. We need to just fucking shut up and do it ourselves. Stop the bitching and moaning that this organization ain't helping, that organization. We all know this. This is old news. We all know that they're not here to help us, and we all know that they're not going to help us, and we all know that their main goal is to extort us for as much money as possible. Right? They want every drop of blood out of us. They want every drop of breadcrumb that we have. Right? They want every bit of that money back. Every bit of it. And when we stop letting these organizations stop taking our money, and we actually start physically doing it ourselves, then you know what? The prices of things start going down. People actually start getting the help that they need. People are starting to live better. The hate starts disappearing. The violence starts disappearing, because how could you be violent with somebody that is loving and caring? You really can't. Like, you really can't. You can't. You cannot. Because, yeah, it might happen, then you know, that person's gone out of society. Done issue. Done. See you later. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's what we got to get into. We got to get into actually stop fucking talking about shit and really doing it. And I'm actually going to show you guys the stuff that I'm doing tonight. I'm actually going to do it live and show you the stuff that I'm giving out and how much I'm giving and everything else. And this is out of my own pocket. This is from nobody else. It's my own pocket. Mine and, you know, my old lady Rhonda's. That's it. It's our pockets. Our pockets. Nobody else's. We can't trust an organization because we know the organization is going to put a price tag on it, and then they're going to charge the homeless for it, and there's no point of even trying to help the homeless or the needy or the less fortunate. There's no point in it. You know, if I physically hand out money to, you know, homeless people like I do on a daily basis, like I literally do, daily basis, I'm handing out money every day. Cigarettes, money, whatever they need. If they need a drink, they come to me, ask me, you know, hey, can you get me a drink? Yeah, I'll go inside, I'll buy them a soda. I'll buy them a bottle of water. You see what I'm saying? I have no issue with that. But that's how we all should be. Because if we was all like that, then these people would actually feel loved. These people wouldn't hate themselves to be able to stay in the situations that they are in. Their mental health would fucking change. We could change their mental health without even giving them pharmaceuticals. Imagine that, people. It's this simple. We could literally change their moods by how we treat them, because I've talked to a lot of them personally, and they feel like they're the scum of society. They feel like that they're a burden in society. They think that everybody in society hates them, that nobody cares about them, and everything else. This is how these people really feel. And these people feel that way, and since they feel that way, they've told me, I would rather live outside of society, not be a part of it, than to feel like that. You know, and that's sad. That these people really think that, you know, they're hated. That they're hated because they're less fortunate. Because of what people do to them and say to them and how they're treated because they're less fortunate than everybody else. I mean, some of you people that are going to watch this video don't even know what it's like to go hungry for one day. One day without something to eat. I know what it's like. Like I said, I've been on the streets. I know what it's like. But it's just the mindset of people needs to change, and the only way that we can make a change is to physically do the change. It's time to stop just waiting for everybody else to do it for us. It's time to stop whining and bitching and hating what's going on in society and looking at all the fucking distractions that they put in front of us, because if we don't look at the distractions, we can see how easy this shit can be manipulated to go our way. You know, it really can. I'm going to say manipulate because, you know, they've manipulated to the point that it's so far out there that we literally have to manipulate it back to the right side that it should be on. You know? It's going to be rough, people. There's going to be some rough times coming. It's going to get rough. It's going to get rough. I mean, I'm in the battle just like every one of you guys are. I ain't no better shape or nothing than anybody else is. I'm not. I gotta fight the same battles everybody else does. I'm just letting you know it's real. You know, I'm not going to try to give you this make believe, believing this distraction, believing that distraction, believing this. I'm talking about real things that you can see with your own two eyes right now, that you cannot deny, that, you know, we all need to be focusing on. You know, why donate? And this is going to hurt a lot of people's feelings on this, but I'm going to be real about it. So all this money that these people want to donate to their churches and everything else, why don't you donate that to the needy? Because that's where that money's supposed to be going, right? But yet we see all these homeless here. We see all this less fortunate. We see people dying of starvation every day around the world, right? We see all this in every country. It's the same thing, but all these churches all have the money, and the money that they're getting, that they're raising, is supposed to be for the homeless and the needy to go to them, but yet none of it does. None of it does. We're still stuck in the same situations, people. The only way to stop it is when we say enough is enough. But yeah, that's where it is. But all I was gotta say is it's here, people. Either you start getting your hands dirty, or you got to get out the way. You got to get out the way. The talk is cheap, so cheap right now. It's unreal.